What is good, young people? Yo, dabba shaman, between the very beautiful extraordinary of the show, bringing you what you need each week here on the show. Let's get this off with a bang with the story that I just want to get rid of as soon as I can, because I'm just really uncomfortable even discussing it. I would like to start off by giving props and adulation to Pleasure P. He really deserves it. I've been a fan of Pleasure P's music when he was in Pretty Ricky because they were damn entertaining. They always entertained me. They were very reckless, very humorous fellows. And I really didn't know if he was going to have success as a solo artist, but he has, and shout out to him. And this week, I mean, I was further reaffirmed of how important Pleasure P was to why I liked Pretty Ricky when I saw the video, and you saw it probably too, and it's probably behind me now, Spectacular grinding in the air on camera as a challenge to all other R&B singers. What were you thinking? At some point in his brain, or somebody's brain around him, why didn't they just stop and say, this is not a good idea? It's not going to look right. It's not going to feel right. Here are the appropriate occasions. A man should get on camera in a room by himself and shake his derriere and all his privates for the world to see. Never. It is never appropriate. If there's a woman there, it's not appropriate. Fine if you were dancing when not so big. It is not appropriate to do this. And it's definitely not appropriate to do it in little pink shorts. What was you thinking? This is why I love Pretty Ricky deep down in my heart and soul, because they're funny. And this isn't gay. I know gay people who told me they were really offended that people thought this is just stupid. This is ridiculous. And a bad idea. And I want to say to everyone who knows Spectacular, who co-signed on this, you are doing him a disservice. What is this? I'm not even comfortable having this behind me going on right now. But it is because I want you to say, stupid. It's a bad move. No, there should be no grinding of, no, we should do this. So shout out to Pleasure P, because obviously Pretty Ricky is falling apart with you not around. The other guys singing lead and they all excited about this song. This is not the right way to go about marketing a new song. It depends. Why? Put on basketball shorts, at least. You could have saved yourself thousands and thousands of hours of less embarrassment if you just had on some basketball shorts. Why you put this on? Why you thought it was going to work? And you look out to come on. Bad idea. And speaking of the YouTube sensational era, shout out to Jeremih for his song, A Birthday Sex. When I first heard the song, it kind of caught me off guard, because I actually liked it. And over why it really sounded like it, because it's a catchy song. And there was a video of him doing it with just the piano. He sounded good. He's a really good singer, so I'm really for the song. But I would like to give the parents who watch the show notice that you should Google your baby's name and birthday sex on YouTube to see if they are shaking that groove thing to the world. Yes, birthday sex is the new Turkish alma mater for all these little young boys and girls out there in the country. So parents, please go Google your child. Whenever there's a song like this that just catches young people's imagination and just starts shaking their behinds in front of the cameras, I'm going to tell the parents. You go to YouTube, you put in birthday sex, and you put your child's name. Whether it be a guy or girl, because there's a lot of little boys on there doing it too, and it's just wrong. It's going to catch a parent off guard. Google your kids. Birthday sex is a great song, Jeremiah. I'm glad you did it, and I'm glad the kids are taking off to the parents. Check out for your children, because they could be embarrassing the hell out of you on YouTube. You never know it. I'm here to help you. I'm going to tell you when things are happening. And my favorite, all-time favorite this week YouTube clip has to be Pitbull knocking out the fan for throwing money at him. And you know that I am not an advocate for violence. You know that's not really how I operate. But Pitbull did the right thing, socking my man dead in the face. Again, show the creep. Here are the times it is appropriate to throw money in a man's face. Never! It is never appropriate. And this is the reaction you must be hoping to get when you throw money into a man's face. When we go to the club and somebody's throwing money into the air, men are, I know I am, I'm offended when it hits me. Like, but I understand what it is. I don't really act on it, but I'm not really happy about it. And this is most men, unless you're the one throwing the money. We don't really care for it. So to throw money into a man's face can't be taken as anything but trying to be disrespectful. Look at the video. My man is throwing money on stage from the crowd. See, it's Pitbull's show. It's not your time. It is not your opportunity to shine. You watch Pitbull's time. It's his show. Don't make it your own. Now when he pulls you on stage after you throwing the money, look, he throws the money dead into his face again. And Pitbull got pauses. It's like, is it crazy? He don't think I'm going to dust him on stage. And then at that very moment he says, he must think I'm a wop. And he deserves it. You don't throw money in a man's face. And the coolest thing about Pitbull is that he went back to rapping. He ain't even let it bother him. That's cool. That guy, he got dusted, and he deserved it. Shout out to my man Pitbull. I actually was a big fan of it. You know I'm the president of Local 6969 Fluesys, and you guys know that. And there was a documentary on E! About Rap Wives. I think it was just called Rap Wives. And I happened to catch it, and we saw Paul Wall's wife. She seemed like a great lady. DMX's wife, I love her. Luke's wife was on there, I love her. And they had the, section with Big Pun's wife, and that's a little controversial. But I want to speak on the person who went first in the documentary, and that's Alana Wyatt. And Alana, for those of you who don't know the story, I talked about this before, but I'm not sure. Let's go over it again. She was married briefly to Mos Def. Before they met each other, Alana was even admitted this. She was a groupie, maybe a gold digger, a one-night stand, all these things, and developed a reputation within the entertainment world. They happened to meet each other one day, Mos Def and Alana, in Toronto. Fell in a 4-day love affair. Got married in 4 days. As soon as the world found out that they got married, of course, the media and everybody was like, oh, she's a known gold digger. Then the media reports, oh, Mos Def went crazy. He married a stripper, known for 4 days, da-da-da-da. That led to the divorce and where we stand with those two people today. There is a lesson for all Fluesys in Alana's story. I'm a Fluesy, president of the 6969 Fluesy Union. And I understand that as a Fluesy, I've always put my future reputation on the line. That is the downfall of all Fluesys. We have to live with the actions that we're doing today in the future. And you cannot think that if you've done your Fluesy groupie-ish things incorrectly, because you're not really supposed to have a reputation if you follow the gifts and guidance of Barry the Beautiful. But if you have a certain reputation over the years that's earned and deserved, you can't act and do the thing normal people can do. You, Alana, cannot think that you're going to be able to marry Mos Def after 4 days of knowing him. And that the world won't, knowing your reputation, won't laugh at him. And that is what men hate the most. We do not like being the ridicule of the people around us over the decisions we made with the person we are seeing naked. We don't like that. Now, if you were to marry a plumber or an accountant, someone who wasn't in the same social circle with the man you had naked time with before, this wouldn't be an issue. These are his peers you slept with. What kind of reaction were you expecting? You played it wrong before you met him. Okay? You're not supposed to have a reputation. You ain't supposed to give nobody the goodies until they cough up that money. And you didn't. You played it wrong. You even said to yourself that you made terrible mistakes in the past. You did what you had to do. Understandable. Not judging you. But if you think, as a Fluesy, your reputation doesn't follow you and won't decide some things for you in the future when you do it wrong and don't listen to Barry the Beautiful, it will affect you. So, Alana, and to all Fluesys, understand. When your time as a groupie of Fluesy, whatever you want to be, is over, please don't fall in love with any man in that similar social circle. Move on. If you like sleeping with Sigmas, bam, and you've knocked off everybody in the chapter, right? Don't fall in love with a Neo in that chapter. Like the old heads will go, we know I knocked her off. You can't do that. Same social circle. Can't do it. Lesson for all Fluesys, groupies, one-night stands, whatever. When you are not about your MONIES, things can and will go awry. lesson for me, Party Beautiful. Learn from me. Don't have these problems. I've said before on the show that I am now going to root for Ashanti. I think I said that. And only because I made that public proclamation am I really not going to have any judgment on the fact that she is going to be on Broadway in The Wiz this summer. I hope that Ashanti, if she's watching this, and if you know Ashanti, please relay this message. You are stepping onto sacred ground. You are in The Wiz. That's Stephanie Mills. That's Diana Ross. These are high standards, baby. And even if you do a good job, the show itself. Michael Jackson, Nipsey Russell. I mean, the songs, the costumes, everything is... You are really playing with fire. I'm rooting for you. I'm going to see it, and I will judge you accordingly. I will judge the show. This is The Wiz now. I can't not just say I'm rooting for you and let you get away with crapping up The Wiz. I can't do it. But you guys are really stepping on hollow ground, sacred ground when you're remaking The Wiz. I hope you guys are prepared for the potential backlash that is probably going to come when the show opens. I'm going to go see it, but be sure you're ready. Here's something I definitely want to speak about. I should have spoken about it last week, but I ran out of time, so I want to bring it back to your attention because I found it interesting. Did you remember the letter that Louis Vuitton sent in to XXL when Rick Ross on the cover and they had him with what they perceived to be fake Louis Vuittons? It turns out that the Louis Vuittons may have actually been upgraded, like blinged out for whatever damn reason. Louis Vuitton wasn't happy that their product was even associated with Rick Ross or our culture. Really, they're really not. And so again, I would like to ask the people who encompass all of our culture, why do we put such a priority on buying and having these expensive items when the people who make them don't want their product associated with our culture? Isn't it crazy that we want the crystals are the same thing. They said, we don't like your colors. We don't want anything to do with you. Stop using our product. They were willing to take the loss and the potential monies they would have lost out on just to not be associated with the idiots that were popping it in the videos. Louis Vuitton did the same thing. So please, ladies and gentlemen out there, all I'm asking is, if you cannot pay your rent, but you have bought yourself a Prada purse, or you haven't paid for your kids to have sneakers, but you have the latest Gucci loafers, please don't do that. It's stupid. The people across the Atlantic Ocean are laughing at us. Please. See, they don't want us in that culture. Let's not give them our money. We're in a recession. It just doesn't make any sort of sense. And I found two studs this week that I want to bring to your attention as we end up another fantastic episode of the show. I should be mad. What is his name? Desmond Hatch. I should be mad at Desmond, who's 29 years old, same age as me, and has 21 children that he cannot take care of in Tennessee. Everybody saw the video this week. I should be mad at Desmond. But I'm not. I'm just not. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that 21 different times he was able to convince somebody that he could afford a child. Some of these women even have multiple kids with this man. And I think the government should just snip his joint right off. I think he should just cut the plumbing. I think anybody over that many kids he can't take care of should just have their plumbing cut. Ladies, please, do your research on your idiot before he can have sex with you with no condom. Please do your research. Talk to his mama, talk to his sisters, do all the research about him. Find out how many other little bastards he has before he has one with you. Desmond's a fool. He's crazy. But I think he's hilarious because obviously he don't care and y'all don't care neither. So how angry can I really get? And I want to give a shout out to WJ Stubbs. I don't know what WJ stands for. He's a singer on YouTube. And he has a song out called Get Your Mouth Away From My Dick. He has a song called Get Your Mouth Away From My Dick. This is a Christian song where he is saying to the woman, though you've given me fellatio in the past, it is wrong in the eyes of God, and I don't want to do it again. Again, I am a Christian man, and I want to shout out WJ Stubbs. And he's serious, and he wants to push forward the idea that this is bad, and he doesn't want people to do it. Whatever. Hilarious song. Don't agree with you at all. That's what you have to say. But it's funny. And can we play a little bit as we end up the episode? Just check it out. Listen to him. Listen to the lyrics.
Flashes to that night, but girl, I'm trying so hard to live right. So girl, get your mouth away from my dick. I remember that day, but I can't live this way. Oh girl, get your mouth away from my dick. I'll stay true to the end. This won't happen again.